Okay, so today I am at Xin Heng Hua trying their laksa. This is the first store of laksa that I'm gonna test, and they is not actually specialized in selling laksa itself. So this is actually just one of their menu. They are actually selling like wonton noodles, some Heng Hua noodles as well. So I'm actually really excited to see what they can actually do. Honestly speaking, from their presentation, it looks amazing. The amount of topping that has been given to me is supreme. We got eggs, we got tofu. I never seen tofu before in a laksa before, so this is a really good and interesting thing to see. We also get prawns, we got some chicken, minced chicken, and we got some tauge as well. So overall presentation wise, I'm just gonna give it like a 4 marks because it is really good. But other than that, I just have to comment on the beefon. That just by looking at the beefon, I know this type of beefon is not the type of beefon that I like. It's the thin version, but it looks like it is soaking up the soup quite nicely. So maybe it's gonna be nice. I'm not sure. Let me test the soup and find out. Oh my god. Okay, so right off the bat, the soup is very oily, but you know, just give it a quick stir just to mix the oil with the soup, and I'm just gonna taste it. Mm. This soup is I I actually quite like it because it's spicy. First of all, it's creamy, and it is a different type of laksa. It's not like the typical laksa that you eat. It's not the mainstream laksa. It actually gave a little bit of herby flavor, and there's quite a lot of sweetness to it as well. So it depends on whether or not you like those laksa. But I personally doesn't really mind the taste of the soup itself. This is a really pleasant surprise because at first when I look at the store, I honestly think that this is gonna be bad because they are not specialized in laksa, but it turns out better than I expected. The soup is doable, and now let me test the laksa, the beefon itself. Mm, mm. The beefon is eatable. Is like I said, I prefer slightly thicker beefon, but this one is fine as well. I guess. And the thing that is like this thin beefon is soaking up the oil and the soup flavor quite nicely. So when you're eating the beefon, it is actually very flavorful. It is not a separate identity, but it actually makes mix well with the soup itself. Mm. Yeah. I need to try the tofu, man. Like the tofu is a really pleasant surprise. This is I never seen this on laksa before. I think usually we see tofu on laksa is on Malay laksa, but this is a really pleasant surprise because the seller is actually Chinese. So I'm not sure why they put the tofu, but it's a really welcoming addition. Mm. You know, very good. Let's talk about the prawn. The prawn is deveined perfectly. I really love how they devein the prawn. But is it fresh? I'm not sure. Let me try. No, it is not the most fresh prawn, but it is not fresh until the point that it is floury, and it's like so passing mark. Okay, like maybe 2 points for the prawn. Yeah, at least they devein the prawn. Okay? But this is a really interesting bowl of laksa. I really did not expect this laksa to be so interesting, and the portion is insane. It's 10 ringgit, and the amount of beefon that has been given is a lot, man. Like legit a lot. This like I have to say this is the biggest bowl of laksa I had ever since I started this journey, and I think it is worth the money. And just that the taste to the laksa is not the one that most people are are familiar with, but it is still a laksa. Okay, so with that being said, that is all from me from this store. I'm gonna move on to the next store after I finish this bowl of laksa, and I'll be seeing you guys there. Okay, so today second store is yet another Xin Daren. This time, the Xin Daren is not actually at the store that is in Trinity Hub. This is the OG Xin Daren, the one that is in Banquet. Okay, so this is the laksa they are selling. They call themselves the Sunday Market Laksa. I'm really excited to try because I never tried the Sunday Market Laksa, so I'm really excited for it. The presentation, the topping, the outlook of this laksa looks very simple. They only have minced meat, they have tauge, they have prawn. That's it. Very simple stuff. They don't even have egg. That is really interesting. But without further ado, let us try the soup. The soup is really thick. And the best thing about this soup is that it's not very oily. Okay, like there's a little bit of oil, but it's like not like a cover of oil on top of the soup itself. So let us try. Very curry heavy flavor laksa, this one. I personally don't mind this. I actually quite like it, but it's like no matter what laksa you are tasting right now, it actually carries a little bit of sweet scent to it. But this one, you can actually see a lot of the sa in the laksa itself. I don't know how to explain what is the sa is. I think it's kind of like the peppery flavor or the raw ingredient of a laksa. It's like a laksa is not like a smooth soup, something like that. It actually carries quite a lot of like small individual spices, something like that. That is what makes it really tasty. Yep, it is actually quite sweet. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna add the sambal now, just to see. I think the sambal make it better or something like that. But this is really sweet and not a lot of spice, which is pretty bad. Laksa is supposed to be spicy, dude. Okay. After adding the sambal, it actually tastes better. And now we want to move on to the beefon really quickly. The beefon is the thick version, like I always say, the thick beefon is always the better beefon. It looks really good. Let me just give it a try and I'll give my comment. Your typical standard beefon. I like it, really love it. It is easy to chew. There's a little bit of texture of chewiness to this beefon, which makes me really love it. But at the same time, it is also soft and smooth to your throat. You don't actually feel like it is very difficult to actually stuff down your throat, and that is kind of like part of the reason why I love it. Interesting stuff. Very interesting. Let me talk about the prawn right now. The prawn looks really fresh, and obviously it is deveined. So I'm just gonna give it a try. Absolutely amazing. The prawn is quite sweet. I'm not sure whether or not they season the prawn or not, but this prawn is the chewiest and the most juiciest prawn I tasted among all of the laksa stuff I tried. So this is really amazing. I think the thing that really sells it is the prawn. It's not the laksa soup, it's not the beefon, it's not anything else. The prawn is what saved this entire dish, and I really love the prawn. So with that being said, that is my review on the Xin Daren Sunday Market Laksa. I am honestly I'm quite surprised that the laksa store there is like doesn't really show quite a lot of promise. Actually give me quite a lot of like really good results, especially the one that is in Xin Heng Hua Cafe. That one is like really amazing. But with that being said, that's all from me in this video. Hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, you know what to do. click that subscribe button and like the video, share it around if you want to help me promote my journey. And if you want to recommend me some laksa store to try, let me know in the comment section below as well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.